All right, so we're going to get started. We're doing a full ab series today. So everything is ab focused. So coming to lie down and just bringing the feet flat on the floor. The head is down and the fingers are interlaced at the base of that head and the thumbs are down the neck. So really supporting, it's like a cradle for the head and the thumbs support that neck down the back. We're going to take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, lifting all the way up into a chest lift and coming back down. So a couple of things I want you to think about is keeping that eye line towards the sky or towards the corner of the room. Exhaling to lift. And keeping a little gap underneath that chin. So there's a tiny little gap under the chin. So we're keeping that head nice and heavy. Leading the movement from the sternum. So we think about lifting through the sternum and down. That head just follows. It's just an accessory. 5 more here. 4, nice and even feeling through that pelvis. Last 3. 2, holding up on the next one. We lift and hold tiny little pulses here for 10. 9, shoulder blades are off. 8, 7, 6, 5 to go. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down, taking a little breather, just warming up through those abs. We're going to lift this time, keeping the legs where they are. Bring the left shoulder across to the right hip. Nice deep inhale, and as we exhale, we come across, left shoulder to right hip, staying on the same side. So left to right the whole time. And I want you to think about the shoulder coming to the hip rather than the elbow. So that elbow again is just an accessory. We're really pulling that shoulder or armpit across to that hip. 6 more. 5, rinsing out through that midsection like you're wringing out a cloth. 4, 3, last 2. Coming all the way across, we hold it across. Extend that left arm to the outside of the right leg. Little pulses here for 10, 9, 8, 7. Can you twist a little further? Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the way back. Taking a little breather. Nice deep breath right into that rib cage to release it out, and we come to the other side. As we exhale, we bring that right shoulder to the left hip and coming back. So we really reach across, shoulder to hip. Rinsing out through that midsection. You've got 6 to go here. Last 5, really twist. Try and get a little further across each time you lift. Last 3, 2, holding across on the next one, we hold. Right hand comes to the outside of the left leg, we pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, even weight through our pelvis. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the way back down. Rock those knees side to side. Those abs should be starting to warm up. And then the feet are going to come into a prayer position. So soles of the feet together, knees out wide. We're going to start to work into the lower abs here. So hands stay behind the head, thumbs down the back of the neck, and we take a big inhale, and as we exhale, we lift the chest. And as we lift, I want you to push the soles of the feet together. So they're really resisting and pushing. So you start to slowly engage through those lower abs with the push of the soles of the feet together. 6 to go here. Can you get a little bit more height every time? Really pulling those shoulder blades off the mat. 3, 2, we hold up that chest lift on the next one. Hold. Take a nice big inhale. As we exhale, we lift those feet, float them off the mat, tap them back down. That's it. Float and tap. Last 8, 7, 6. Keep pushing the soles of the feet together. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold those legs up. We bring the chest to the knees. So curl into that little ball and float back. We come up and curl and float halfway back. Good. 8 to go. Last 7. Keep thinking about that gap underneath the chin. Eye line to the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, finish with a hold, holding in for 10, 9, 8, draw that belly button to spine, keep breathing, last 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the way down. Nice job, extend those arms overhead, take a bit of an inhale, let those ribs pop out to reset a little bit. And bringing those feet back onto the mat. Hands are going to come down by the side and we lift the right leg into tabletop and then the left leg comes to meet it. So I want you to really try to keep those knees over the hips. What often happens is they come in towards the chest. I want you to really try and get those knees over the hips. Push that lower spine into the mat. Single leg toe taps. So keeping the same shape of the leg, it stays in that 90-degree angle, and we just tap the toe and bring it back. Tap and return. 5 more each side. The further you tap away, the harder it is. 4 to go. 3, 2, last one, and we hold. We're going to externally rotate those legs now. So it's like they're in a diamond shape and the toes are touching. So you're in that sort of diamond shape and we're going to tap down in a diamond shape. So keep that leg in the same position. We tap and release. Really think about pushing that lower back into the ground. It may not stay completely connected, but really try and use those lower abs to push that spine in. 4 more each side. Last 3. 2 to go. Last one, and we come back to center. Legs come up to the sky. We're going to lift the chest and hold the right leg, extend the left leg, and we switch. So into our scissors and switch. Chest is lifted, legs are nice and straight and long. Stay nice and high. Use those legs to pull behind you. If you'd like, you can use the calves rather than the hamstrings. Last 10 seconds. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the legs high. Flex the toes back towards the face. Hands come behind. Little chest lift here for 10, 9, 8, should be burning. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And coming down. Whew, my abs are on fire already. Holy moly. All right, just extend those legs. Take a nice deep breath. Let that breath really fill up through the rib cage, right through that lower belly, so you're releasing out any tension through those abs. And coming into a roll up. So if a full roll up is not for you, that is no problems. You can come just as far as you can to that point of tension and release back. But if it is, we take a nice deep inhale, chin to chest, roll all the way up, reach to those toes, and then stay in that C curve as we roll all the way back down. Beautiful. Exhale to lift. Coming up, reach forward and slowly roll back down in that C curve. 4 more here. Exhale, roll, reach, slowly coming back down. 3 more. Chin to chest, roll, reach, resist the down. There's work in the down as much as the up. Last 2. Slowly rolling down. Last one. We reach up, come over those toes, coming halfway back. So come into that challenge zone of that C curve. We lift and lower those hands for 10, 9. As those hands lift, it should feel like a little earthquake in that stomach. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the way up. Nice job. All right, we're going to pop the heels on the floor now. The toes can sort of float in the air. And we're going to come into a Russian twist. So just a little twisting motion and back to center. So as we twist, we rock back, hands come to the side and lift up nice and tall. Rock back and lift. So really get that nice rotation as you come up and down. Back to center, nice and proud through the chest. Into that C curve as we come down. Really twist. 4 more each side. Challenge that range each time. Can you get a little bit lower? Last 3. 2 more. Last one each side. Coming back to center. We bring the hands out in front, right leg comes to tabletop and left. We're holding here, nice proud chest for 10, 9, 8, balancing on that tailbone for 5, collarbones are wide, belly button to spine. We extend the legs in 2 and 1. Extend those legs, nice long legs. You've got it. If you need to, you can hold on behind those legs to help a little bit. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the way up. All right, that should be a good challenging set. We're going to come over into 4-point kneeling now. So still working through these abs, just in a prone position rather than on our back. So shoulders are over wrists, knees are underneath the hips, and we're just going to start with a tiny little lift and lower of those knees. So a little lift and tap, tiny lift and tap. Nice and proud through the chest, wide collarbones. 6 more here. 5 to go. 4, 3, 2. We hold up on the next one. Hold those knees up. Tuck that tailbone and release. Tuck and release. 6 more. Last 5. 4. I am shaking. 3, 2. Last one and coming down. Sit back onto those heels. Into our child's pose and take a nice deep breath. Let those shoulders release a bit. We are coming back into a plank and push. So let those shoulders just rest and relax for a little minute. 2 more deep breaths into the back of the rib cage. And coming back up. So we come back up into a plank position. So we're going to come into a full plank. Now, if this is not for you, you can come into half plank and push back and back into half plank. Otherwise, up onto the toes, nice and proud through that plank. We push those hips back and stretch forward. Push and stretch. 8 more here. 7, nice and strong through that plank, bringing those shoulders over wrists. 6, 5 to go. You've got it. Stay with me. Keep those knees low as we push back. They're hovering the floor. 3 more. 2. We finish holding in a plank. We hold here for 10. 9, 8. Push up out of that chest. Tuck that tailbone for 4. 3, 2, 1, and back down. Nice job. Oh my gosh, my shoulders are cooked and so are my abs. Last little bit, we're going to work through the oblique. So this is really a power ab session. So extending the left leg long, the right leg is upright. Hands are going to come behind the head, and we're just going to start by reaching over, using those obliques to lift. Reach and lift. If it starts to come into that hip at all, you can externally rotate that leg, the long leg, and it'll just release out through that hip. 6 more here. Whew, these abs really get you out of breath. Last 5. 4, 3, 2, hold all the way out. We hold, extend those arms and bring them back and extend and back. You've got 8. Challenge that range. Nice long line. 6 to go. 5, 4, nice and tight through the midsection. Pull that belly button in. 2, 1. Bring those hands back under the bottom of the head. The top hand arches under and lifts up. We arch, twist that chest to the floor and back up. Twist and up. Last 5, 4, really twist. 3, 2, last 1, we come back up, extend those arms overhead. We hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Whew. The whole side of that body should be nice and worked. Straight to the other side. This is our last little bit of work, and we'll get a nice stretch in after that. So leg comes long, hands come behind the head, and we just start with that extension and back up, reaching out with that head. And I want you to imagine that body's between 2 planks of glass. So we're nice and flat from the toe all the way up to those elbows and crown of the head. 6 more. Last 5. 4, reach as far as you can. 3, 2, hold down on the next one. We hold it, open and close, and back. Challenge that range, really switch on through that top oblique. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1, bring the bottom hand back, support that head, top hand twists under, and we lift. Get that really nice rotation, and back. 8 to go. Last 7, really twist. 6, 5 more. Doesn't look like you're doing much, but it certainly gets in there. Last 3, 2, last one. We come back up, extend those arms long. We hold long for 10, 9, try and reach a little further for the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the way back. Nice job. All right, we'll get a nice stretch in. Come to sitting down, cross one leg in front of the other. Sitting up nice and tall, interlace those fingers behind the head, and we're just gonna open out, push that head into the hands. Nice big inhale, and exhale, chin to chest, dropping down. And inhale. So working with that breath. Every time you inhale, we push back into extension. Exhale, come down into flexion. Inhale, push. Exhale, down. 2 more in each direction. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Last one. And coming down. Little rotation to finish. Hand on the outside of that thigh. We get that nice twist, releasing out right through that spine and that rib cage. Release out through those abs as well. You can lean back a little bit. And then rotating across to the other side. Open, sit nice and tall. You can lean back a little bit. And coming back, reach those arms up to sky. Nice big inhale, opening out. And exhale all the way down. Well done. That is your Power Ab Focus series for the day.